Good evening, everybody. Rebecca here, looking a little bit rough and feeling a little bit rough. The November budget is starting out with a bang here. My refrigerator, once again, that is less than, 3 years old, is broken again for the second time. So I had some people come out and look at it today during the day, of course, so I had to be awake, and I have not slept very much, but I still wanted to get this October budget review video done. So let's do that. And for my channel members, I will make a portfolio update video and invest with me video after this one. So let's hop into the October budget and see how much money came in and where all the money went. Okay, I have got 22 minutes until my dinner is done. Can we get through this budget in that time frame? Y'all know me, I doubt it, but let's try anyway. Starting at the top with my income for the month, y'all can immediately see that the first half of the sign-on bonus that I got from taking this second job did hit in October. Yay for that. So when we left off at the end of September, I had a bunch of money that I was rolling over into October. Because of all the Hurricane Helene damage in Western North Carolina, that is where I am from, born and raised, I wanted to donate something, and I just wasn't quite sure exactly how much or where. So I left a big bunch of money to roll over into the October budget. All of that to say that my income expected versus actual, the actual was way higher than what I expected. And I did have some other smaller income for the month as well. I bought a cash out. I cashed out my credit card rewards from my Apple Card, and I got the trade-in value from my old phone. That was $90. And then I also did get a YouTube payout for the previous couple of months that hit in October. So that was all helpful. And in total, y'all can see I thought I was going to bring in about $13,500, which is just crazy by itself. But I mean, I brought in almost $17,000 for the month. So mind blowing, right? It's just crazy how things can add up and how well this second job is working out. Yeah, that's another thing that's kind of looking a little bit different than what I had planned in the November budget plan video. Well, long story short there, just in case it happens and my numbers are way off again for November, I thought, I did take off 1 week at the beginning of November from my job that I have had for years. However, my second job might actually need me to work that week. So if I end up working the 3 nights that I took off at my second job, plus my usual 3 nights that I work at the second job, then that's going to mean double income, a lot of overtime. The second job also has critical shift coverage and all of these bonuses. So yeah, I might end up with another pretty good income month for October if I end up working all 3 nights, but I don't know for sure yet. Anyhow, back to October here. Let's look at my bills and spending and where all this money went this month. Well, some things are per usual. My mortgage payment, $820 like always. Utilities, I budgeted $170 because they had been coming in high, but this one actually came in at just under $120, so that's good. Internet on target at $70.25. Gas and car wash. Gas has been super cheap and I have been doing nothing but going to work and driving back home. So yeah, I only had 2 fill-ups for the month of October, and that was $55.22. I do need a car wash. I just haven't gotten one yet. Food and household, I budgeted $1,100 here, and I am actually pretty proud that this landed under $1,000. I am still doing my Cook Unity meal delivery service. That's going to be quite tricky with the fridge situation now. But yeah, I basically just have a cooler and I'm just going to change out ice. So and hopefully if everything goes according to plan, my refrigerator should be fixed by next week. So it's a little bit of a pain right now, but it'll do. Yard care, I budgeted $150. My neighbor only needed to come one time this month to cut the grass at my house, so that was $30. And Helene here. So yeah, I ended up sending $3,000. This is just to various organizations, individual people and families, GoFundMes, things like that. Yeah, I pretty much just played a game for the month of October where as I was scrolling my Facebook feed, if I saw anybody that was a friend of mine that had shared someone's GoFundMe, it didn't matter if I knew them directly or not, I just contributed something every time I saw that in my Facebook feed, and I did contribute some larger amounts to some, nonprofits, 501c3s, so I can, deduct those from my taxes at the end of the year, which will be helpful. But yeah, the devastation was just a lot up there, and I wasn't really planning on doing that much, but I did. Next line item, meds, vitamins, and protein. I did get a refill on my thyroid medicine, and I made a big vitamin order, and that all totaled $251.65 for the month. My year-to-date total is a little less than $1,000. This personal and miscellaneous spending, I did a lot here too. This is almost $2,200 worth of personal and miscellaneous, and most of this cost is house stuff for the house in Sweden. I bought a TV. I bought a lot of things for the new house that I want when I'm there, and I am not done buying things yet for the new house. And yes, I did get some new earrings just to change up my look because I was a little bored. But most of this stuff by far is the house spending, and that's fine. It's just, for me, it's easier to do a lot of spending in a month where I know I am having a huge income. And I knew that that was going to happen this month because I was going to get my, that first half of the sign-on bonus. So, I mean, yes, between this and the Helene, that's a lot of money that could have gone to investing. Sure, and maybe it should have, honestly, but I still invested a lot this month, and you will see that if you are a channel member when I get through filming this video. So I don't feel bad. I am happy that I was able to help with Helene, and I don't feel bad about this miscellaneous spending for the new house. Because really, guys, the plan there is once I fire and move to Sweden, I don't really expect, and honestly, I need to try not to spend a lot of money once I'm over there, because my portfolio is not going to be as big as I might ideally want it to be, and taxes there are higher. So if you're in the FIRE movement and you've heard of the 4% rule, the 4% safe withdrawal rate rule really becomes a 3% rule for Sweden because of the extra taxes. But if you really want to allow a little bit of portfolio growth and just not draw down everything you have slowly over time, I'm going to personally aim for like a 2% safe withdrawal rate. So that's not going to be much spending money every month, but I figure, in the beginning years after FIRE, when you need to be conscious of that sequence of return risk, the first few years after you retire early, I'm okay being frugal, spending less, and not taking any big trips or anything like that, just because I do want my portfolio to grow. And I figure those first few years after FIRE, I am just going to spend those decompressing anyway. I mean, y'all know I'm killing myself working these 2 full-time jobs, 72 hours a week every week, if not more. And I will be due for a long break, and I don't think it's going to bother me to spend very little once I actually get over there. So it follows that it does not bother me right now. to spend a little bit more to set myself up with everything I might want over there, just to keep myself entertained for those first few years. Anyhow, all of that to say that what I had budgeted for spending-wise for October definitely did not happen. I budgeted about $2,400 and I spent about $7,400, so a good $5,000 over what I had budgeted. It is what it is. Like I say, I still had a good investing month, so I'm not mad about it. And speaking of the investing and fire tracking portion of the budget, this is the part of the budget that is for channel members only. I'm just not comfortable publicly sharing my different investment accounts and my portfolio balance publicly anymore. So this is what I show the channel members. I do still publicly show my percentage progress to my fire number, and I am 64% of the way towards my fire number. And I do publicly show my savings rate for the month, which this month was just over 60%. So, I mean, this is what I mean when I say that, you know, I did a ton of spending this month. It could have been a higher savings rate for the month, but I'm not mad at 60%. So this is fine. And for the final balance left over to roll over into November, I have $56.56. So I actually managed to do this in less than 20 minutes. That wraps it up for the budgeting portion of the month. November, even though I'm going to have some extra expenses fixing this refrigerator, they quoted me over $400 to fix it. I'm so annoyed because if y'all have been with me for a while, y'all know that the last time this refrigerator broke, I bought a little mini fridge and freezer, and I just sold that thing a few months ago because my fridge has been fine. So, of course I did. Anyway, that wraps it up for the October budget review. If you're a channel member, check the member section. We will go over this investing and fire tracking portion of the budget. I will update my portfolio balances as of today, and we will do some investing together and sell a covered call as well. So if you've made it all the way to the end, I appreciate you watching. If you're a channel member, I'll see you there, and I'll catch all of you in my next one. Bye, guys.